What if I told you that the relationships in your life are not mere chance, but sacred alchemy unfolding within the crucible of your soul? This is no ordinary video. If you're here, if your heart guided you to this moment, it's because the universe is whispering a truth you're ready to embrace. In the grand tapestry of existence, every bond you weave, whether with a lover, friend, or family, is a thread of transformation, a divine call to evolve. Nothing is random. Your connections are the cause, and this journey is the effect. Deep within, this is no coincidence. Welcome to Mystic Soulworks, where we unravel the mysteries of the heart and the cosmos. Today, we're embarking on a profound exploration of the alchemy of relationships, how the bonds you cherish can reshape your reality and awaken your soul. This is not just about love or companionship. It's about the eternal process of becoming through those you hold close. By the end of this journey, I'll reveal how to harness the ancient wisdom of alchemy to transform your relationships into catalysts for growth, with practical tools to navigate their highs and lows. But first, you must open your heart to what only the awakened can see. Subscribe now to join our tribe of soul seekers, and tap that like button to send this message rippling through the universe. Share this video with someone whose bond has shaped you. Your action is a spark of transformation. Long before the world knew the science of chemistry, before the stars were named, ancient alchemists sought to transmute lead into gold, not merely in matter, but in the human spirit. They called it the great work, a sacred process of refining the raw essence of existence into something luminous. Relationships, too, are a great work. They are the crucible where your deepest truths are forged, where the raw material of your heart, your fears, dreams, and vulnerabilities is refined into wisdom and love. Every bond, whether it brings joy or pain, is a mirror, reflecting who you are and who you are destined to become. When you dare to be vulnerable, to speak your truth, you ignite the alchemical flame that deepens connection and transforms both you and those you love. Consider Emma, a young woman who felt unseen in her friendships. For years, she hid her true feelings, fearing judgment. One evening, as during a quiet moment with a close friend, she found the courage to share her deepest fear, that she wasn't enough. She expected rejection, but instead, her honesty cracked open a door to trust. Her friends shared their own struggles, and their bond grew into a sanctuary of mutual support. Emma's story shows that vulnerability is the spark of alchemy. It dissolves walls and invites true connection. To begin your own transformation, try this. Share one honest thought with someone today, even if it feels scary. Notice how the energy between you shifts, as if the universe itself is responding. The wisdom of alchemy offers a timeless map for this journey. In ancient texts, alchemists spoke of conjunctio, the sacred union of opposites, like the merging of two souls in a relationship, where differences become a source of strength. They spoke of coagulation, the moment when a bond solidifies into something enduring, a partnership that withstands time. These principles are not relics of a forgotten age. They pulse in every interaction you have. In the 16th century, the alchemist Paracelsus taught that true transformation requires both fire and patience, the fire of passion or conflict, tempered by the patience of understanding. So too in relationships. The heat of disagreement or the spark of love must be balanced with a steady commitment to see each other's truth. This is the alchemy of connection, where two souls become more than the sum of their parts. Let's pause for a moment. Think of a relationship that shaped you: a parent, a partner, a friend. What has it taught you about yourself? Share your reflection in the comments below. Your story might light the way for another seeker. Now, let's dive deeper into the stages of alchemical transformation in relationships, each a step in the sacred process of becoming. These stages, nigredo, albedo, citrinitas, and rubedo, are not linear. They spiral through your bonds, returning at deeper levels as you grow. The first stage is nigredo, with a breaking. This is the dark night of a relationship, where shadows emerge: conflict, misunderstanding, or betrayal. It's the moment when the raw material of your bond is tested. James and Sarah, a couple married for 5 years, faced nigredo when Sarah discovered James had kept a financial secret. The betrayal shook their foundation, and arguments filled their home. Yet, instead of turning away, they chose to face the pain. They sat together one night, speaking openly about their hurt, their fears, and their hopes. Nigredo is not destruction, it's the beginning of transformation, where the old must break to make way for the new. To navigate nigredo, practice active listening. Hear your partner without defending or interrupting. Ask, what is this pain teaching us about our bond? The second stage is albedo is purification. Here, the raw emotions of nigredo, anger, grief, or fear are cleansed through forgiveness and clarity. James and Sarah began to forgive, not by erasing the past, but by choosing to see each other's humanity. Sarah realized James's secrecy came from fear of failure, not malice. James saw how his silence had wounded Sarah's trust. Through honest conversations and small acts of kindness, they purified their bond. Albedo is the dawn after the dark night, where love is refined into something clearer, stronger. To invite albedo, try this. Write a letter of forgiveness to someone in your life, even if you never send it. Describe what hurt you, then release it with compassion. Feel the weight lift from your heart, as if the universe is clearing the way for healing. The third stage is citrinitas, illumination. This is the moment when a relationship reveals its deeper purpose, when you see how it's shaping your soul. For James and Sarah, citrinitas came during a quiet evening when they reflected on their journey. They realized their struggles had taught them resilience, empathy, and the courage to be vulnerable. Their bond became a beacon, inspiring their friends to face their own challenges with honesty. Citrinitas is the spark of clarity, where you understand why this relationship exists in your life. To invite this stage, reflect together with your partner or friend. How is this bond helping us grow? What are we learning about ourselves? Journal your insights, alone or together, to anchor this wisdom. If you're in a challenging relationship, ask, what is this teaching me about my strength? The answers will guide you. The fourth stage is rubedo and is integration. Here, the relationship becomes a living force, a partnership that radiates love, purpose, and harmony. James and Sarah rebuilt their marriage, not as it was, but as something richer, rooted in mutual growth. They set shared goals like starting a community project, and their bond became a source of joy for themselves and others. Rubedo is the gold of alchemy, where two souls align with the universe's rhythm, co-creating a reality of love. To reach rubedo, commit to one shared intention with someone you love, a project, a dream, or a promise to grow together. Start small, plan a weekly walk to talk deeply, or create a vision board for your shared future. Watch your bond transform into something eternal. Which stage are you in right now? Nigredo's breaking, albedo's healing, citrinitas clarity, or rubedo's integration? Share in the comments. Your journey might inspire another soul on this path. These stages are not without challenges. Nigredo can feel like chaos, as if your bond is crumbling. Albedo demands the courage to forgive, even when it hurts. Citrinitas requires patience to see the bigger picture, and rubedo asks for unwavering commitment. Yet every challenge is an opportunity. The pain of nigredo reveals your resilience. The vulnerability of albedo builds trust. The clarity of citrinitas shows your purpose, and the commitment of rubedo creates lasting love. To move through these stages, you need tools, active listening, empathy, forgiveness, and self-awareness. Active listening means hearing with your heart, not just your ears. Put down your phone, look into their eyes, and let their words sink in. Empathy is feeling their joy or pain as if it were your own. Forgiveness, as we explored in our journey together, is not about excusing harm, but freeing yourself from its weight. And self-awareness is the mirror that shows your role in the dance of connection and ask, how am I contributing to this moment? Let's try a quick exercise. Think of a relationship that's challenging you. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask, what is my part in this? How can I listen more deeply? Write down the first thought that comes. This small act of self-awareness can shift the energy of your bond, like a pebble creating ripples in a pond. Intention is the fire that fuels these tools. Without intention, relationships drift like leaves on a river, carried by circumstance. With it, they become a conscious act of creation. Michael, a father estranged from his teenage son, set an intention to rebuild their bond. Each evening, he spent 10 minutes asking about his son's day, listening without judgment. He asked questions from curiosity, not control. What made you laugh today? Or what's something you're proud of? Over months, their silence transformed into trust, and they began sharing dreams and fears. Michael's story shows that intention turns small moments into alchemy. To set your intention, write one sentence about the kind of relationship you want to create, perhaps. I want to build a bond of trust and joy with my partner. Read it daily and let it guide your actions. Open dialogue is the breath of alchemy. It's not enough to feel love or pain. You must speak it. Share your dreams, your fears, your gratitude. Olivia, a young professional, felt distant from her partner despite their love. She began a simple practice. Each evening, she shared one thing she appreciated about him, like, I love how you make me laugh when I'm stressed. This small act opened a floodgate of closeness, and soon they were sharing deeper hopes and fears. Try this. Tell someone you love one thing you cherish about them today. It could be a friend, a sibling, or a partner. Say it with presence and watch the alchemy unfold. If words feel hard, start with a note or a text, but speak your heart. The alchemy of relationships is a journey, not a destination. It's a living spiral, forever evolving through cycles of breaking, healing, illuminating, and integrating. Every bond you nurture shapes who you are, and who you are shapes your bonds. This is the sacred dance of growth, where love is not a static state, but a dynamic force. Imagine a future where every relationship in your life is a crucible of transformation, where your partner lifts you toward your highest self, where your friends reflect your truth, where your family becomes a circle of wisdom. That future begins now, with one conscious choice to engage in the alchemy of connection. Let's deepen this vision. Picture yourself a year from now, surrounded by relationships that feel alive, authentic, and transformative. What do you see? Maybe it's laughter with a friend who truly sees you, or a quiet moment of understanding with a parent. Hold that image in your heart and ask, what small step can I take today to move toward this? Share your vision in the comments. We're reading, everyone, and your dream might spark another's. To make this alchemy sustainable, you must weave it into your daily life. Here are 5 tools to transform your relationships, rooted in the wisdom of the alchemists. First, practice active listening. When someone speaks, give them your full presence. Put away distractions and let their words land. If they're upset, say, I hear you and I'm here. This builds a bridge of trust. Second, cultivate empathy. When a loved one is struggling, imagine their pain as your own. Ask her, how can I support you? Even a small gesture, a hug, a kind word can shift their world. Third, embrace and forgiveness. Holding on to resentment is like carrying lead. Forgiveness turns it into gold. Reflect on someone who's hurt you and ask, what might have driven their actions? This doesn't excuse harm but frees you to move forward. Fourth, nurture self-awareness. Before reacting in a conflict, pause and ask, what am I feeling and why? Journaling these moments can reveal patterns that shape your bonds. Fifth, set intentions daily. Each morning, choose one way to strengthen a relationship, perhaps a kind word, a moment of listening, or an act of service. These small seeds grow into mighty oaks. Let's bring this to life with a story. Noah and Sophia, siblings who had drifted apart after years of small misunderstandings, decided to reconnect. Noah began listening to Sophia without interrupting. Even when they disagreed, he practiced empathy, asking about Sophia's stresses as a new mother. He forgave her for past arguments, seeing them as moments of growth. He reflected on his own tendency to withdraw, choosing instead to stay present. And each day, Noah set an intention to show Sophia he cared through a text, a shared memory, or a thoughtful gift. Over a year, their bond transformed from strained to sacred. Noah and Sophia's story shows that alchemy is not magic. It's intention, effort, and love woven together. The universe speaks through your relationships. They are not separate from you. They are you, reflecting your soul's journey. Every moment of connection, every laugh, every tear, every silence is a chance to transmute the ordinary into the extraordinary. You're not here to drift through bonds. You're here to transform them into light. The question is, will you ignite the alchemical flame within your heart? Here's how to start today, with 5 practical steps to weave alchemy into your relationships. First, raise your vibration. Each morning, write 3 things you're grateful for in a relationship: a smile, a memory, a lesson. This aligns your heart with love's frequency. Second, whack with intention. Choose one person and listen to them fully. without distraction, for 10 minutes. Ask what's alive in you today and hear their truth. Third, embrace forgiveness. Reflect on a past hurt and write a letter releasing it not for them, but for you. Fourth, nurture dialogue. Share one honest thought with someone each day, whether it's gratitude, a dream, or a fear. Fifth, trust the spiral. Know that every stage breaking, healing, illuminating, integrating is leading you to gold. Your relationships are a rising spiral, lifting you higher with every turn. The alchemy of relationships is eternal. It's a symphony of souls, played through love, understanding, and commitment. Every bond is a thread in the universe's tapestry, weaving your purpose into being. As you move forward, carry this truth. You are not alone in this work. The universe is your partner, guiding you through every connection, every transformation. Will you answer its call? Before you go, check the pinned comment for a free guide to active listening, forgiveness, and intention-setting practices. If this video touched your soul, support Mystic Soul Works by liking, subscribing, or contributing via the link below. Your energy keeps this message alive for seekers like you. Share your story in the comments. What's one relationship transforming you right now? And how are you igniting its alchemy? Let's inspire each other. See you in the next journey, Soul Seeker.